Hey there, gang. It is time for another unboxing video. Once again, I have been given a box of comic books to grade for sale on eBay, and I have no idea what is in this box. So, let you look over my shoulder. We will make that discovery together. Who knows what gems we are about to unearth. But hey, if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bobby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke, and this is another unboxing video. By now, if you've seen any of these videos, you know the spiel. I am grading these books for sale on eBay. The seller name is dotcomcomics, but I have no idea what is in this box. We'll make that discovery together, you and I. Hopefully, we'll see some cool things. Maybe it's all common stuff, and I'll just delete this video. But anyway, we might only get about halfway through this box, depending on how chatty I get. But maybe we'll power right through if it's fairly common stuff. But hopefully we'll have some stuff to talk about. I've got Stan Lee here, kind of in the recline position, helping me out. And we're going to start right out with look like some stuff that Stan himself wrote. Silver Surfer number 2, number 5. These are in fairly decent shape, so that's good. Number 6. Number 7. Got a pretty good run going on here. Number 8. See, they dropped the price and the size of the book. And I think that was relative to the fact that although The Silver Surfer was Stan's favorite book, he always said, it didn't actually sell all that well. Wasn't maybe the best seller. I'm just moving my light around here to try and, here we go. Hopefully we don't have too much glare. Hopefully that's a little better. Stan's still kind of in the shade, but come for the comics, stay for the high quality video production. So number 13, 15 with the Human Torch. And again, by this point, they are resorting to some guest appearances. 18, that's the last issue. So there you go. Thor, King Size Special, number 2. And these damn things, I mean, you see them in price guides and different listings, listed all different ways. This will be listed as Thor Annual 2, Thor Special 2, King Size Special 2. It's actually Thor King Size is the technical title. In the indicia here, it's Thor King Size number 2. But most often you will see that listed as Thor Annual number 2, or sometimes King Size Special. But again, listed in all kinds of different ways. And some people, of course, want to call it the Mighty Thor when it is just Thor. Here's a pretty classic cover. Some Kirby action with Thor and Hercules getting it on. Number 126. 127. The Hammer and the Holocaust. The Power of Pluto. And we have kind of a grease-penciled arrival date there. Here's number 129. I'm going to move these out of the way. They're in my way. 129. 130. What the heck is this? So somebody in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Ross M. Barnes. Is that a Ross? Yeah, it looks like Ross. So Ross M. Barnes, who lived at 902 South Cayenne in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Don't do this, Ross. Don't stamp your books. What were you thinking? This book it's got some water damage too. Not really water damage, but it's definitely got some moisture wrinkling. So Ross, apart from stamping his name in his book, didn't treat it very well. Here's number 131. 132. Were you a big Thor fan? Ooh, behold, the living planet. Is that his first appearance? Is that the first appearance of Ego? I don't actually know. I would have to look it up. The People Breeders. That cracks me up every time I see it. I don't know why. Just because I'm perpetually emotionally 14 years old. I don't know. But anyway, did you like Thor when you were a kid? I wasn't a big Thor fan. I didn't see a whole lot of Thor outside of the Avengers, quite frankly. Although I didn't start reading until the mid to late 70s. 135. This one's got a big old dust shadow right here. So something was laying there, and this was exposed to the light. 136. Ulik. I guess is how you say that. 137. Oh, we got two of those. This one has a kind of a spine split down here at the bottom. So, if you bid on these, once I get them graded up and they are listed, you will definitely get a much better deal on one than the other. Here's 138, 139. We got a nice little run of Thor here, don't we? 140. Again with the dust shadow action, or the browning. Fairly typical of white covers. 141. This looks like a clip art cover. Like, they didn't have anything ready to go, so it's like, just, throw some stuff on there. 142. This is a pretty famous cover. The Scourge of the Super Skrull. It's an okay story. It's not a great story. I think I got I don't have the original of this, but not too long ago I bought the True Believer edition of this, and I can't remember what the event was that they were doing True Believers for this particular story, but I got the True Believer edition, and the story's not all that great. The artwork, by the way, is much better in the original than in the reprint. And, it's just the reprint is kind of, I don't know. It's not done from the original art. It's done from plates or something, and or scanned from the pages. And there's a lot of detail that's just not quite there. But anyway, that's a classic cover. 143. 144. Another unfortunate shadow right there. 145. 146, again with a shadow. The Wrath of Odin. 147. Well, if you like Thor, this is definitely the video for you, isn't it? Here's some more. This cracks me up. The Wrecker. So, you've got the god of thunder, a literal god who wields thunder and lightning and the power of the elements against a guy swinging a crowbar. You'd have to think that would be kind of a lopsided fight. Oh, look, we got two of them. 149. Look at that. He's still around, still swinging that crowbar. He was tough to take. There's Hela, even in death. And I thought the movie did a fantastic job of replicating her headgear. It's getting so that the movies are actually able to do comics accurate costumes fairly convincingly. 141, 152, 153, but Dr. Blake can die. 154. That looks like it was done from a bad photostat. Kind of like the interior artwork that I spoke of just a few minutes ago with that True Believer reprint edition. This is kind of what the inside looked like a little bit. 155, 156, 157, Ragnarok. It's another one that looks like it's kind of a clip art cover, like they didn't really have anything to go, so it's like, well, just throw something together, get it out the door. 159. Some Galactus action. When I was a kid, I don't know why, I used to pronounce it Galacticus. I added an extra syllable. And I was like really well into my 30s before I realized what I was doing. Shall a god prevail? I don't know. Galactus aborning. He's not boring, he's aborning. Oh, wow, this is different. All right, we're switching gears now. The hell is this thing? Well, it's got a price on it. So it appears that it was sold on the newsstands. It's 1948, but this is a paper cover. It's not a traditional cover. Son of Danger. Somebody did a little math here on the back, which, by the way, I could have done that in my head. So is it? It's not missing a cover because you wouldn't have a price on the first page, but it's kind of weird that what would be the back cover has artwork on it. You got a little mix of everything. There's some Dolly Duckling picks a chick. Some quizzes. Got a, this is some kind of fairy tale thing. The Wonderful White Cat, okay. And we got a Western. And this thing's a little bit of everything, isn't it? So what does it say? Topics. Published semi-monthly by that's Catechism? I can't say that word. Catechetical Guild? So I'd say this is like a Catholic thing, maybe? St. Paul, Minnesota is the publishing house. Well, I get an idea this is something I'm going to look up afterwards, and probably this whole time I'm talking, there will be a ticker running across the bottom telling you what I found, what it actually is that I'm looking at. Here you go. So this isn't in the nicest shape, but it will still do well because that is the first appearance of the Black Cat, and it's a newsstand edition. That's cool. Here's some Avengers action. Number 112. Scarlet Witch story. Number 110 of Avengers. Oh, okay. Now we're up into the Copper Age. New Teen Titans number 2, first appearance of Deathstroke. And we've got 2 of them. They are both direct sales copies. Too bad we don't have a newsstand. I want to see, oh, he's right there. Boom. Right there. Back 2, face front. And the first appearance of Jane Foster as Thor, although it's a what if, and this is a fairly low grade. Holy crap, here's another New Teen Titans number 2. It's 2 of them. Now this one's a newsstand. It's a little lower grade, but it might bring a little bit of a premium because it's a newsstand copy. Spider-Woman number 1. First appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. He first appeared in Avengers 181 in kind of a cameo as himself. But he takes on the role of Ant-Man in this 2-part story, and here's the second part. So if you buy one, you're going to want the other. Here is the first appearance of the New Teen Titans, a preview in this issue of DC Comics Presents number 26. So here you've got the first appearance of Raven, Cyborg, and Starfire. This, I think, is the first appearance of the Monica Rambeau version of Captain Marvel. And you would think this would be taking off since she is becoming such a big part of the WandaVision series, but the TV shows don't seem to have quite as much impact on pricing action as the movies. And I haven't really noticed her moving much at all. Micronauts number 8, this is a weird one. We've talked about this one before. First off, do yourself a favor. Get the Micronauts series by Bill Mantlo and Michael Golden. The whole series is great, but the The first dozen issues or so are super double good, and they're relatively cheap. But for a hot minute there, everyone thought Captain Universe was going to be a thing. And so this issue took off. And it's one of those things that it took off and it just stayed there. It's never come back down. It just kind of plateaued and stayed there. There's no real reason why this should sell for as much as it does, I don't think. But it still does. It goes pretty heavy. Marvel 2-in-1, 63, with Warlock coming back to life. Captain America 180, where he takes on the guise of Nomad. Amazing Spider-Man 210, first appearance of Madam Web. Marvel Spotlight 29, I believe that's the first solo outing for Moon Knight, and it's only like his, I don't know, third appearance overall. Here's another New Teen Titans first appearance. A little lower grade on this one. All-Star Comics number 58, a revival of the series. First appearance of Power Girl. Let's take a look at Power Girl, where she comes on the scene in art by Rick Estrada and Wally Wood. Let's see. Star Spangled Kid comes in first, using Starman's Cosmic Rod for the first time. We see the villain, Brainwave Jr. Robin gets his outing in a new costume. Still waiting for Power Girl. Still waiting for Power Girl. Where is she? She's in here. There she is. Here's your first on-panel appearances of Power Girl. And do we get... Boom. The famous boob window. Which is funny. She's super liberated, but she calls herself Power Girl and not Power Woman. But anyway. All right. Moon Knight number 1. This is a hot, hot book. That's going to be, depending on the grade, 40, 50, 60 bucks easy. So we got one of them. We got two of them. We got three of them. None of those are super high grade. Those are all 7s, maybe 6.5s. Is this all? Are you shitting me? It is. Holy fuck nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Moon Knight number 1s. 10, 11, 12, 13 overall. Unfortunately, they are all the direct sales version. Be nice to have a newsstand version in there. None of them are super high grade. Again, these are looking, just eyeballing them real quick, 7s, maybe a few 7.5s, maybe some 6.5s. But even so, that's going to be a $50 book. 40, 50 anyway. So, hooah! We won't put them all up at once, though. We will space those out. Or at least I hope the person who does the actual listing will do that. Here's the first appearance of Nebula in Avengers 257. There's Nebula, looking much different than you are used to seeing her. Was that her first on panel? I think it was. All right, what do we get here? I don't really want to break this video in two, so I'm kind of rushing. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. So, The Death of Supergirl, Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. This has got some water damage. This is probably the second appearance of Man-Bat. I think he first appeared in Detective number 400. This one also has some water damage. Ra's al Ghul. Some more Man-Bat action at 429. This is the first part of the Year 2 story with Alan Davis art. And, well, actually, it's Alan Davis cover. No, it's Alan Davis art. Why does it look different? No, it's right. Anyway, Todd McFarlane would do the next 3 parts of this, and those are still very hot issues. This one isn't bad, but as far as the market's concerned. Iron Man 219, first appearance of the Ghost. Still relatively not as hot as it used to be, but still, more valuable than the, books surrounding it in this run. Even though the Ghost in the movies did not appear, quite as comic accurate. This is the first U.S. appearance of Psylocke, New Mutants Annual number 2. First appearance of Angel as Archangel, X Factor 24. First full appearance, we should say, of Apocalypse, X Factor 6. Here's some Web of Spider-Man action. And it looks like we have a couple of those. Wolverine versus Sabretooth. That's some Alan Davis art as well. First issue of What If? What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? Well, they would become the Fantastic Five. Obviously, duh. All right, what's next? Why would somebody do this? Why would they put a coverless comic in here? What is it? It's Iron Man. Well, it's Iron Man number 1, that's why. So, an Iron Man number 1, what do you think that's going to go for without the cover? It's going to be an easy book to grade. Boom, no grade. Thor 193 for the 1 month that Marvel went to 25 cents before it schnookered to DC. This is a popular cover. Great big giant fold right there, though, but Fantastic Four 112. Incredible Hulk 141, first appearance of Doc Samson. Avengers 93, part of the Kree-Skrull War. Amazing Spider-Man 104 is looking a little rough. 98, this is the third part of the famous drug story that Stan Lee did that failed to get the Comics Code Authority seal. And it's actually the 50th anniversary of that. Here's 141, some Mysterio action. 142, that's a nice cover. 130, Spider-Mobile, gotta love the Spider-Mobile. 132 and 134, this one is the first appearance of the Tarantula, who you don't see much these days. His shtick was kicking with those razor-sharp toes, but better on the end of those boots than in his butt, I would say, which is where it would be in a real scorpion. 135, some Punisher action. It's a nice white cover. 127. 102, second appearance of Morbius. Nice picture of his ass. 108. 114 is some Hammerhead action. And 115, Aunt May Assassin. Oh! Continuing on. Avengers 92, I think that's part of the Kree-Skrull War as well. Some Neil Adams, I think, is it in here? I don't know, can't remember. Ooh, this is a really rough looking copy. Cover's completely detached. Superman 146. It's an old 10-cent issue of Action Comics, number 239. Here's the proto Supergirl, the kind of a tryout Supergirl. If I remember exactly, she was imaginary, or she was some kind of kryptonite hallucination or something that she went away by the end of the story. But it was a tryout for a Supergirl, the Girl of Steel, and she worked out well enough that they developed an actual Supergirl. Here's some X-Men 125. Wolverine Volume 2, first issue of the ongoing series. Iron Man 281, this is the first Red Ronin or something. I forget what that's all about, I'll have to look it up. This is the first appearance of Silver Sable, but this is a second print. The silver cover, I believe, is the second print. Nova appearing with Spider-Man 171. Okay, why is Silver Surfer Annual 6 in here? I don't know. Because of Terrax? Is there a first appearance of something? I have no idea what makes that book significant. This is the return of Jean Grey, which would lead into X Factor, the first issue. Here's another one of that one that I don't know why it's special. Here's another one. It must be really special. Boy, do I feel left out. Here's another one of those Fantastic Fours. What's this? So this somebody in $1 bin, if still $1, give it to Sean. Okay. Well, that's not going to go for $1. That is the classic Ant-Man on Hawkeye's Arrow cover. It's not super high grade, but it looks like it's probably at least a 7, maybe a 7.5, possibly an 8. I don't know. But that's definitely going to go more for $1. So whoever, if somebody had not found this in the dollar bin and somebody had had a chance to actually buy this for $1, I think they would have been quite pleased. But we picked it out. Okay, Avengers 257, first Nebula. Avengers Annual number 10, that's the first appearance of Rogue. And only like the third appearance of Mystique. I think, is this going to be the last stack? Well, it's going to be, there'll be a couple more books after this. So here is the, now see, I would not, with that, or is that on the bag? No, that's on the book. See, with that damage there, I would have put this one in the dollar bin. With that damage there and this fold here, considering how many of these are in the marketplace. But that is the Friends and Family edition of the wedding of Peter and Mary Jane, which no longer happened. This is a great cover. All of the Avengers brought low by ants. There's Wonder Man, Vision, Scarlet Witch. I still think Wonder Man is going to factor into the WandaVision show. You wait and see. Web of Spider-Man 118. What is this? The first solo adventure of, what's that, Scarlet Spider? Oh, geez. So, apparently these Star Wars books are hot for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't know. Apart from the original trilogy, because I hated the prequels, and I absolutely despise the sequels, and I was never into any of the extended universe stuff, so I just don't know enough to know, like, who is making their first appearance in comics in this book, Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1. Here's number 4. So apparently, again, we're cherry picking 1 and 4. There's a reason, but I don't know who it is. Infinity War #1. The hell? Oh, Fantastic Four #1. This is 96. So this is the Heroes Reborn stuff. Superman the Wedding Album, and it looks like this is signed. It's signed by John Bogdanovich and Dennis Jank. So that's pretty cool. This wouldn't bring much except for the signature. What have we got in here? Oh, we got an invitation. Invitation to the wedding. Yeah, special. Oh, here's another one. And on this one, not only is it signed by Dennis Jank and John Bogdanovich, but it looks like John went the extra mile and drew a little very Schuster-looking Superman profile. There's this one. This one doesn't have the invitations. This one had 2 in it. I'm going to take 1 from this one and put it in that one. All right, Grant Morrison's JLA #1. Spider-Man 2099 #1. Star Wars Boba Fett, Twin Engines of Destruction. I don't see a number. Was that a one-shot? Star Wars Crimson Empire #1. you're going to have to help me out. You're going to have to leave some comments to let me know what's special about any of these. And these covers, you have to be careful about handling these because you can get a fingerprint in these covers pretty easily. This one's wrinkled as hell. So I don't know. I'm not even going to take the time to say the names of these books because I kind of don't care. But again, I'm kind of trying not to touch them with my fingertips as much as I can. I mean, my hands are clean. I washed them just before I sat down, but even so, these particular types of covers, they pick up fingerprints like nothing. So here's a whole bunch of Star Wars for you. If you know anything about any of these books, and these are all fairly recent. What are these, 90s? 95. So these are all right in that era. They're all pretty high grade. These covers are a little easier to handle. Ooh, this one's actually in a bag. Ooh, it must be special. And we're going to finish off with a little bit more of the Star Wars action. Let's get this over here on camera a little bit. There's 2 of that one. And oh my God, we got 5 of this one. Star Wars Tales of the Jedi #1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Well, anyway, I hope you had fun looking at that box of books with me. I will get those all graded up, and they should be listed online. Again, the eBay seller name is dotcomcomics. And yeah, come and see us. See us online. See our store, dotcomcomics.com or sellmycomicbooks.com. You can find unboxing the collections as they actually come in, the raw collections. That YouTube channel is Sell My Comic Books. And by golly, I don't know about you, but I had some fun. Stan, did you have fun? Stan says yes, he had fun. So that's it for this video. Until next time, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.